High in the Great Dividing Mountains lie the ruins of what is now called Old Australise. A city built into the mountains during the founding of the planet, now lost to time. Many canyons and caves interlink the dense terrain that makes the movement of heavy excavation teams difficult. However, the treasure beneath the mountains is more than enough to attract the exploratory forces from the nearby forge world of Chemica in their endless obsession for knowledge. However, they are not the only force with an eye for the mountain's wealth. The forces of Chaos, once an enemy who assailed this mountain city during the Horus Heresy, have returned. Their eyes set on whatever prizes they may recover from the ruins, and the elimination of the servants of the false emperor on their march to war.
Hello and welcome to day 10 of Warzone Australise.
Day 10 already?
Yes. There are only so many days. So today is the ruins of Old Australise, and deep in the mountains, Chaos versus Imperial Guard and Admech. Nice gold.
List.
Yes. So it's 1,900 points of both factions doing an Eternal War mission, Crusade, using the old 6th edition Archaeotech for their objectives to make things just a little bit more interesting.
Yep.
So just real quick on Chaos, because we forgot to do this earlier, we were running behind. So, got some Chaos Marines there, some Chosen with power weapons, ranged cultists, about 13 of them, some melee cultists, about 14 of them, Sorcerer, there's a Spawn, Halberd, and Ix, and what are they called? The Chaplain equivalents. So basically, and then I have a squad of Terminators and a squad of Warp Talons left over in reserves. Basically, I'm running the Chaos Warhost with Deathguard rules, with a Spawn detachment, and then a CAD alongside that. And then Imperium has brought Cataphren destroyers with the grab cannons and one flamer. Sentinel with plasma. It's a infantry platoon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, an infantry platoon. 2 squads with flamers, and 2 heavy weapon squads, one with autocannons, one with las cannons.
There's the las cannons in there.
Command squad with sniper rifles. Veteran squad in a Chimera. Veteran squad has 3 melters.
Then they have Commissar and Inquisitor with them.
They're being led by Commissar Lord. This is Acadian's list, so the Commissar has the Solaritas relic. And Inquisitor with Cullum, Power Armor, Inferno Pistol, Null
Yep. Then you've got 3 squads of Tempestus. A Tempestus platoon sitting in reserves.
Yep, 3 squads of Tempestus platoon in reserve. 1 command squad and 2 regular squads. 2 of them have the 2 squads have 2 melters. The command squad has 3 volley guns.
And then for the Admech, you've brought an allied detachment of Admech, which includes the Tech Priest, who's got the Eradication Array, Macro Stubber, and Stasis Field. These guys. And then a Scutari Maniple. That's just got 2 basic squads of Vanguard, 1 5-man, 1 10-man.
And an Onaga.
And an Onaga dual crawler with a neutron laser. Yep. And they've got their own special gear. They've got the Omni Specs. They've got a mixture of arc rifles and calibers.
Plasma
calibers. So they're going to see if they can hold on to their precious relics. So let's jump right into this to see if you can seize, since I got first deployment and good to go first. So we do have also night fighting that we rolled for earlier. You do not seize. Alright, so we go into Chaos turn 1. So Chaos in its movement phase moved everything up, shuffling around except for this guy. Just kind of get into shooting range or assault range or just any sort of range where they can do anything. And in the psychic phase, he tried to put Chaos tried to put Curse of the Leper on the little spawn down there, but I got denied, very luckily. And then this guy put Blades of Putrefaction on this zombie squad, and they were also turned into zombies by the Pox relic. So now we're going into the running phase. Alright, so in the shooting phase, pretty much everything ran forward as far as it could. The spawn over here getting really far. Just a good run roll. And then at the end of the end of the running, this squad turbo boosted and got within control of this run, and then rolled on the Archaeotech, and it was a...
It's like Union 5.
Yeah, and its effects were...
All Psychers suffer D3, Strength 3, AP2 hits.
Resolved against their toughness. And the Chaos Psychers were fine because they're high toughness, but
The poor little Astropath
had his brain explode. So there was a single casualty, not even caused by Behold the randomness of chaos. This is all the work of Zinch, I tell you. And now we go into the Imperial turn 1, where there will most likely be a lot of shooting. Actual shooting, maybe. Okay, so in Imperial turn, the Nag is repositioned, the Chimera has moved forward just a touch, and the squad that was inside has gotten out, and the Skitarii have gotten in instead. This squad over here has moved forward. Is the Dominus separated?
No, he's
still with them. This Skitarii squad got out. These guys discovered that the objective they were on was a booby trap. Only took one wound. Sentinels moved up to here, and everything else is staying where it was. So now, unfortunately, the Imperium's only Psyker is dead. So straight into the shooting phase. It's weak there. Right, so in the Imperial Guard shooting phase, they put orders to put pinnings on the snipers here in the tower, and they shot at the spawn and missed. Shot at the spawn, did nothing. Shot at the spawn, missed. They ran.
Shot at the spawn and
shot at the spawn. Shot at the spawn.
made a save.
Spawn made a miracle save. These guys shot at the spawn, including the tech priest, and
Nothing happened.
Nothing. Just the Chimera shot at the cultist squad.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. But the neutron laser from the Anaga over there killed 3 of the Chosen, 2 of which had power weapons and power fist. So small wins against Deathguard. Just a little bit at a time. And that's it for your shooting phase. Are you going to do anything in the assault phase?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so we'll go into turn 2. So in Chaos turn 2, everything got from reserves, but everything scattered and mishapped and is either there or back in reserves. So not a great deep striking time. Alright, so these moved up. So everything sort of moved up except for this squad with the spawn over here heading after something to eat. And he failed to move much. So then in the psychic phase, we got Curse of the Leper onto them, putting it up to toughness 6, and then failed to get Blades of Putrefaction. No, we did get Blades of Putrefaction on them as well, because it was worth doing it. And this guy wasn't in range of anything, so he just put force on himself and failed. So now we're going into the shooting phase. So in the shooting phase, this squad shot at the guardsman blob behind here. They will pass their saves though. Impressive, let's just kill 3 shooting. These Marine squads ran and spread out. They can't run. The Hellbrute actually took a shot down there at long range and immobilized the side armor of that Chimera. Which just now I realized actually should have gotten a cover save looking down from this perspective. So we're gonna see if it actually passes that. How bad. And over here, these bikes took some pot shots over there and killed 4 guys, which specifically they shouldn't have done. But they did. So we'll be back with the assault phase after we see what happens with that. So our bad, we did just redo that to see if I got a cover save down there, and it did pass its 5 up. So in the assault phase, the spawn charged in there.
Mr. Ratty suffered 2 wounds.
Yeah, the Rad Carbines got some good overwatch, and one of them wounded on a 6. He had no armor or cover. So he got in there and he rolled on his mutated poison rolled on his mutated beyond reason to get poisoned.
And nothing happened.
Then nothing happened. They became locked in combat as no one could hit or wound anything apparently. Or this guitar just passed the saves. So that is actually the end of turn 2 for Chaos, and all they succeeded in was killing 4 guardsmen. And all their reserves are messed up. Alright, let's go into Imperial turn 2, with their reserves full of AP free shit. So in the Imperial turn, their reinforcements have come on, dropping Tempestus here, here, and in that building. They'll pass the dangerous. And then everything else has sort of just moved forward or out to counter, with this squad forming a chain to get within orders range, while the Tech Priest decides he's going to go kill a Chaos Spawn, and these guys are the men in their position. Sentinel sort of just hanging out there in the back, making sure no one comes through that formation. Rocks. Things are not looking good for Chaos at this point. They're about to be hit with a lot of firepower. A lot of low AP firepower too. So we'll see how they hold on. Deathguard, feel the pain. Alright, so in the Imperial shooting phase, a lot of things shot. In the end,
things died.
In the end, simply because Deathguard refused to fucking die, and I'm very good with my saves, a single zombie is dead. The entire Chosen Squad was wiped out after all the plasmas, all the las, racks, all the fire from them, all the fire from this Tempestus squad, even some fire from over here, I believe.
No, it's not.
No.
Shot at different squads.
Sniper shot over here and didn't do it. So finally the Lord is by himself after everything fired.
But I did manage to kill the Hellbrute.
And all the fire from this as well. The Hellbrute died to Meltagun and a crack grenade.
Yeah.
Glance at 2 pants.
Yeah, that crack grenade actually did the job.
And then over here, a whole bunch of things fired into the bikers, and they jigged and just...
Yeah, veteran squad shot the bikers.
Bikers refused to die. The toughness 6 over here really did save them, thanks to psychic powers. And now we go into the assault phase.
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright, so in the assault phase, the Tech Priest charged on in there and came very, very close to killing it, but did not, sadly. One dice short of a kill. So, but the spawn killed one back. They lost combat, they didn't run. So we just continue to... Admech will continue to wrestle with the Chaos mascot. So now we go into turn 3 for Chaos.
Yep.
So Chaos, these guys have jumped on in and blinded the command squad Tempestus and this Tempestus.
Yep.
Yep. Everything else has moved up. These guys are going to try and take back that objective from the Scions. He's moved up. And they've stayed still. And the mascot is still there. So... Chaos are down 2 units, but they still hold the edge in this fight, simply because they refuse to die. Not many of them. There's not many of them, but they're not dying in a hurry. So, on to the psychic phase. Psychic phase, this sorcerer got off Curse of the Leper and Blaze of Putrefaction on Lord of Dead Flesh. Over here, this sorcerer got off Blades of Putrefaction on this squad of zombies. So now we go into the shooting phase. So Chaos had their shooting phase. These cultists fired into the Tempestus command squad. Don't think they killed any, did they? Oh, they killed one.
Oh no, they left with one.
They killed one. This squad fired into them, killed the remaining ones after some unlucky 3-up saves. This squad of Chaos Marines managed to do
2 hull points.
2 hull points and immobilize it through sheer miracles. There was some offhand firing from the sorcerer and from Gareth into Tempestus. Did nothing. Some offhand firing over here. And some offhand firing from the jinked bikes killed one guy. So now we're going to go into the assault phase, where I'm probably going to declare a charge or 2. After 3 turns, the Chaos Spawn continues to troll the Imperial Flame.
They killed one and then he failed their
Leadership.
They failed the leadership and ran away.
Just that statistical improbability has allowed the Spawn to live.
With his 1 wound.
And then over here, the Chaos Lord did what we expected. He wiped out a Tempestus squad by himself. But he didn't get a burn because you refused the challenge, so he consolidated and went back with these guys for meat shields.
And then over here, he forgot to declare
Over here, I forgot to charge, so my zombies are just sitting there with my wall on. Okay.
And then over here, the bikers.
Over here, the bikes actually failed to get the charge in.
Yeah, they failed their control.
Because they had to. So, yeah. So now we go on to your turn 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so beginning of your movement phase, the Tempestus ran away. They bravely ran away.
All they could.
These guys got out since that's now immobile. The Onaga shuffled. The Cataphrons are looking to aim them. These guys rallied. These guys in the building shuffled around a bit, climbed a little higher. That moved back just to make sure it was getting the objective. You also declared the cancel rule that gave rerolls of 1s to hit and shooting, and the doctrine that gave +1 weapon skill this time. Mentioned. We did a few of those last time. They didn't really come to play a lot. So now we go into your non-existent psychic phase, followed by orders phase.
Yes, shooting at orders.
Shooting at orders. This may turn out badly. Alright, so a bad turn for Mechanicus. A lot of these were killed, these zombies. The Lord of Dead Flesh was taken out by shit tons of ballistic skill 10 radfire.
Yep.
And a couple of other Marines went down with him. We lost 2 bikes, the Spawn finally died, and all the Raptors were wiped out. Putting my dead far above my living. Things are not looking good for Chaos as they enter Imperial Guard assault phase. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, he's gonna assault. Alright. Okay, so in the assault phase, that squad got murdered. The Lord of Dead Flesh is dead.
Yep.
And there's a single dude left in there who's fearless. Psycho got popped by the Nora. It's just... Chaos is not having a good day now. It is not a good day for Chaos. This is bad. This is very bad.
They could chew when they came after the Skitari and Admex that were excavating this place.
It's all the Admech. All the hard work is being done by Admech at this point.
Pretty much.
Aren't you glad I forced them on you? These Terminators in Chaos Turn 4 moved up and secured this objective. These guys moved up, and because they have objective secured, actually have this objective now. These guys moved up. Don't know exactly what they're going to do. The cultists here moved down and got just within range to secure that objective, thanks to CAD and Warband. And this one here is not quite enough, but he's going to try and contest that one. It's desperate for chaos at this point. One more turn of shooting at anything that's not an assault. Yeah. So we'll see if we just can't hold on with our Deathguard powers. Hold on. So in the psychic phase, there was Gift of Contagion put onto that squad, giving them -1 strength and
Cannot run.
cannot run. And then over here, these were given Blades of Putrefaction. This guy shot, did nothing. This guy shot, did nothing. These guys shot and did nothing. Everything that shot did nothing. So, just whatever. Chaos lost. Alright, so in the assault phase, this squad of zombies and Jareth managed to kill all but one of the Tempesters who ran away, securing that objective. They've been drawn off that, so technically you hold it with your Naga. For the moment. This combat continues just to be just
Slugfest.
like realistically, there would be bodies like knee deep, probably giant mounds at the amount of people that have died in this one area.
Yeah.
So they killed one each and are in tight combat. These guys are there. That's it. Chaos is really screwed. And we go into Imperial Guard turn 4. So there was some minor shuffling on the part of the Imperial player. Stuff mostly repositioning so that it can try and do something. That a Naga moving around to try and get shots at the zombies. Everything looks like the Tech Priest Dominus is going to try and join the assault there. Just lots of little movement to try and see what they can do in turn 4. I think Imperials are getting a bit desperate on stuff as well. But they are in the lead, just flat out. So in the shooting phase, 2 guys were lost to the plasma blasts. And combined las fire from the guardsmen in this building took a single wound off of that sorcerer.
And that was it, really?
Oh, and the Onaga killed 4 zombies. That was it.
3 zombies.
Yeah, 3 zombies.
3 zombies. And
So-
these guys ran to reclaim that objective.
Yes.
So now we shall move into assault phase.
Yep. Oh, goody. So, end of turn 4. Nothing happened. Failed to charge in. End of turn 4. Turn 5. Alright, so, movement phase, these guys jiggled around. They didn't get very far. These guys got very far. There. Over here, the zombies have secured and he has separated. And he's moved up as well, the sorcerer.
That's about it.
And then in the psychic phase, he casts Gift of Contagion over onto him, giving him -1 strength toughness. And then
Swords.
gave it
Onto the
the
squad.
poison power onto the 2 ones. So, now into the running phase.
Yeah.
Turn 5 Chaos for their shooting phase, and then their assault phase. I'll put it bluntly. Nothing happened. Slight exaggeration, 1 Chaos Marine died.
Yeah. We had some
Yeah.
failed charges.
Just everything failed and 1 dude died and everything keeps going. Just both combats.
Yeah.
The Chaos Marines don't want to die. Simple.
Yeah.
So, in the movement phase of the Imperium, these guys moved up. The Cataphrons. There was some movement over here to get the objective
Tech
and
priests.
surround that one biker, and the Onaga moved a little bit as well.
And the guards here daisy chained around so they could hold the objective.
Yeah.
With objective secured.
So, at the conclusion of the... Well, not concluding the shooting phase, but we just stopped because it's game over. Because with just pure dipshittery and luck from those 2, enough models from this have been knocked off, and since this is the last turn, and they failed to run, That's game. So, the Imperials have won the ruins of Old Australise. So day 10 goes to them. This will greatly affect the outcome of Australis. Greatly.
Held back the Nurgle hordes for now.
For now. For now. Alright, so now it's time for MVP and
Most useless.
most useless. And for Chaos, we're giving it to the mascot. The custom made out of spare bits Chaos Spawn, because I needed one for a Decurion, that with a single mark of Nurgle somehow, and no armor save, somehow eluded all your firepower.
Yep. 3 turns of shooting and assault to finally bring it down.
3 turns of shooting and assault. Before, what did it die to? Snipers.
A sniper. Single sniper.
Oh my goodness. Such a great distraction card effects, I didn't actually expect that much from it.
Conversely, the most useless unit.
The unit that was meant to win me the game mishapped and got sent straight to the edge of the board where they did nothing but secure an objective. An objective that they wouldn't have needed to have secured if they'd landed where they needed to. And destroyed certain vehicles. And dudes with their shit tons of shots.
Yeah.
Ridiculous hard to killness. Then, Imperium.
Useful.
It's
For
useful.
Imperium. This squad with the Inquisitor and Commissar attached to a Vanguard squad. Very
Proved to
useful.
be the most frightening thing, especially when the Sorcerer was in their sights.
Yes, thanks to the Sire Column.
They single-handedly killed,
That whole squad.
including the Lord of Dead Flesh.
I think the only thing they didn't come from that squad was its sergeant.
Was a sergeant. Yeah. Admech are just a serious brave train of superhuman cheese. Just so much fun. I need to get more.
They did well.
Alright. And then,
And most
my
useless?
scub.
The Astropath, who died in turn 1 and it wasn't even from being shot or assaulted or anything, it just died from a random effect.
Rolled, discovered an objective. It was the psychic thing, and
Psychedom Hive.
you rolled the dice yourself and really killed your own dude. It was just a waste of points.
It really was.
So,
That's it.
join us next time as we go into day 11 of Warzone Australise, as the Tyranids edge ever closer, while Chaos is in some interesting time as well.
See you then.